Okay, I've got my griddle preheating. Everything's got flour on it in this house. I'm getting my cornbread out of the oven before I start. That look good. We're having beans today. Let's see, I'll set this over here. Now, if you could do this in an iron skillet. Here's how you check to see if your griddle's hot enough. You sprinkle some water on it. If it bubbles up and disappears, you're good. So I'm going to start this one. It does not take these long. I hope you can see it cooking. You don't want it smoking too much. Now, if you're doing this in an iron skillet, your iron skillet should be seasoned, and my griddle is seasoned. So, and another thing, you know, like when you make pancakes, your first one is not the best one. Might turn that down a little too low. That's the same way with these tortillas. Your first one is never the best one. Maybe your second one, too. See the bubbling up? That's when you'll know it. You can turn it. I'm going to have to move that one up a little bit. Now when it gets on the other side and you see the bubbles, if you don't want the bubbles, you just press it down. Be careful not burn yourself. Like I say, the first one is not the best one. It is taking longer. I probably turned my griddle down too much. You want it to get just a little toasty brown, just like the ones you buy, but these are better. See the bubbles? I'm having to work with that one just a little bit more because it is the first one. Don't burn yourself, please. I myself don't mind the bubbles. To me, it helps grab onto the cheese dip better. Evidently, I turned my eye down too long. This shouldn't take this long. Maybe 20, 25 seconds on each side. I probably put them on too soon. It's not going to hurt anything. Get a plate to put them on. Now you can freeze these. See how that's getting. Can y'all see it? You can freeze these just by putting some parchment paper or freezer paper between each one. I don't know how good you can see those. It's getting a little toasty brown. The next ones will be better, I hope. Cook a little faster. I think I turned it down too much. But you can tell, your instincts will tell you when they're done, and it should never take this long. It might be because they're too dried out, because I made a lot before I brought y'all back on, and they've just been sitting. I'm going to take this one off. It's not going to be my best one. Although it's getting there. You don't want it smoking. You can stretch these, and if they got too much flour on them, you can wipe them off. Very forgiving. I might need to just do one at a time. Let's see if that looks any better. See if y'all can see it better. So these are lightly brown. They're not quite as brown as I want them. They did get a little dry and sitting. It's best to cover them with a wet paper towel or something while you're waiting. Like these are sitting here just drying out, which is not a good thing. These are great to eat though. I'm gonna tear this one and eat some. Very good. Let's see, let's scrape this flour off. Like I say, you shouldn't have to grease your pan or anything because, see, that's already shrunk up and it's a little bit, all of them's a little bit dry. Guess I'll wait. I think I have a smaller one to fit on that other side. Let's see how this works. Like I say, if you don't want the bubbles, press them down. They don't bother me. These are great. You can make burritos, you can make tacos. Right now with us sheltered in, this is a great thing to know. This one's good. See how pretty that is? Can you see it? And that's beautiful. That's the way it ought to look right there. Evidently, I just turned my griddle down a little too much. This is a great thing to do with kids, especially with the dough part, not this part, because there's a lot of heat and they could burn themselves. But isn't that pretty? Can you see it? So let's turn this one over. I'm sure it's about done. Move it to the top. This is an extra long video. I hate to keep doing this. So I'm gonna cook these and I'll come back when they're done and I'll show you the stack, okay? Okay, y'all, that is done. Long video, but I wanted to show you the final product. Here they are. I think they're beautiful myself. They're steamy hot. You can make tacos with these. You can make burritos with these. You can dip them in a cheese dip or salsa, whatever you want to do. They're steamy hot. Can you see them? I'm burning my fingers for y'all. So I will put these in the refrigerator in a container. I'll put a wet towel over these to keep them moist because they will dry out. And that's what happened to when I was cooking them. They had sat out and dried out. I have a mess to clean up. I have a supper to put together or lunch. I've got my cornbread done, my beans done, my slaw done, and I've got leftover broccoli and cheese casserole. So, and tonight we'll have these with some homemade cheese dip. So y'all, hope you enjoy it. Go cook something.